Home fans this way, away fans down the end. Welcome back, Mr. Klopp. Are you here to see RAZZINI again? Okay, if you just wait over there with Ole and with Simeone, and someone will take you to your seat shortly. Okay. Home fans over here, away fans down the end. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 6, Episode 6 here at Sheffield Wednesday, and today we have the final Europa League group stage game, top spot on the line against Nantes, and then it's going to be Chelsea coming to Hillsborough as we look to, maybe seal ourselves a return to the Champions League through the league. Well, maybe not seal it, but you know what I mean, take a step towards it perhaps. But, the frustrating news since last episode is everybody wants Walter RAZZINI. We've had every manager, I think, of any club that's ever played in the Champions League at Hillsborough watching him. Thankfully, it looks as though right now we've knocked it down to just 3. But there is a lot of interest. And with January just coming up, January window, I'm a little bit concerned. But as things stand right now, he is happy at the club. So I don't think there's too much need to be worried he's going to kick off. I don't think where he's favoured personnel. So yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be okay. But a lot of interest in Walter RAZZINI, which is a little bit concerning. Now, if we have a quick look at the medical centre, there's a little bit to catch you up on in here. Taimon has been out for a little while with a pulled calf muscle. So we've been without him, and we will continue to be without him probably for this episode. And the other injury that we've got is Del Prato. He didn't break his leg this time, but he did break his toe, the dreaded metatarsal. So he's been out for a month, and he's got about another month to go before he comes back. So we've been a little bit thin on the ground at fullback, but we're just kind of doing our best to get by as best we can. Now, there's a lot to catch you up on since last episode. 6 games in total. The first of those was in the league against Watford, so let's go see how we got on. We took the lead through a Lewis Cook rocket and secured the points just after half-time when Eduardo played in RAZZINI. So there we go, a very, very nice win on the road. We absolutely dominated the game. You can see that looking at the match stats and the XG. They really didn't threaten us at all. And yeah, we just looked like a decent football team, which is very, very nice to see. Run-of-the-mill 2-0 away win, that is the sign of a good side, isn't it? Next game to catch you up on was in the league against Crystal Palace. We went in front when Petrovic took advantage of a defensive error before Brumo doubled our lead with a great solo effort. Bright and B made it 3-0 before Rivas added a 4th. So this game actually wasn't quite as good as the performance against Watford. You can see less shots on goal. They had more. XG argues that they should have maybe taken something from the game. But what we were in that first half was absolutely ruthless. The Bruma goal I thought was absolutely superb. And other than that, it was a defensive error and 2 goals from set pieces. But it doesn't matter how they go in. You can see their second half, they were, I mean, it always happens, doesn't it? Second half, not always, but you struggle to get a performance out of them. And that was kind of what happened. We clocked off second half and they did have a couple of chances. But ultimately, at 4-0, the game was done. Next game to catch you up on, back in Europe this time, against Jablanek. We were ahead early when Clarkson picked out Giordano's run. Some quick passing was finished by Marcus Edwards for our second. And Basila got our third before half-time. Binsley's cross was spilt by the keeper for Giordano's second. Before Dean Garner got another Europa League goal. And youngster Kevin McLaughlin rounded off the scoring with his first career goal. They are just a really, really, really bad team. It was too easy almost. It was very, very nice to see McLaughlin get his first career goal. He's training on quite nicely, having got a little bit of first team experience, so I'm starting to have some high hopes for him. Of course, he'll be a club-trained player as well. And the other one that's training on very, very nicely is the star man himself, Carl Rooks. Rooks, I should say. Again, he is going to be club-trained, and he's looking as though he could be a rather useful right-back option for us. He'll never be first choice. But, as a club-trained option in these sorts of games, I mean, hopefully we'll never be in the Europa League again. But, he's looking useful as well. So, another 6 goals in Europe. That was very nice to see. Next up, it was back in the league against Brighton. RAZZINI played in Oliver Brummer to put us in front. Brighton pulled level just before half-time. But Eduardo's stunning pass found RAZZINI to restore our lead before the break. And Jabing secured the points in the second half. So another really, really good performance from us on the road. I tell you what, though, RAZZINI, Brummer and Eduardo they're really starting to look the goods for us. Absolutely chuffed with how well they're going. We did concede a goal in this one, which is a little bit disappointing, but, first goal we conceded in a little while. Really, really happy. Next up, it was a trip. I think we will get there. It was Aston Villa anyway in the league, so let's see how we did against them. Lewis Cook gave us the lead. And then he played in Belyasov in the second half. So we were actually second best in this game. There was some fantastic last-ditch defending from us, blocks and tackles and all sorts of things. And we happened to get the goals, and it was at home, of course, as you could see there, not away. But yeah, we were extremely lucky to win this game. Never mind, to not lose it, to be honest. Never mind win it. What did I say about champion sides? Below their best and still managed to find a way to win. Final game to catch you up on. This time we were away from home, and it was against Leeds United. Lewis Cook put us in front, and RAZZINI sealed the points. So not a classic game, to be honest, this one. They really did. They just sat back and didn't particularly look to do anything. This is how they came out. We got a goal from a set piece. Cook against his former club didn't celebrate. You'll be interested to know. And RAZZINI, of course, with the penalty as well. We just did enough in this one to make sure we got the job done. But another clean sheet. If you look at our recent form, defensively, we're doing really, really well, which is excellent to see. Look at the league table, and as you would imagine, we're sitting up there in the Champions League spots in third. And today's game against Chelsea, well, it's a big one, a really, really big one. And there's the Europa League table as well. If we lose to Nantes, I think we will finish second because they'll have the head-to-head over us. We only won 1-0 at their place, so of course, if we lost 1-0, then I suppose the goal difference will go in our favour. So that's the first game. You can see we've got our FA Cup first round tie against Derby County, and there was something else I thought of that I had to tell you. And that was, it took me about a minute to remember what it was. The training facilities have been upgraded, so we now have superb training facilities and excellent youth facilities. So again, we'll look to upgrade all of that again, because the finances, we're in a very, very nice spot indeed with the finances, so we can afford to do these sorts of nice things for ourselves. But let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here in this game against Nantes. It's the battle for the top of the table. We are at home. We beat them away. You'd be annoyed if we didn't win this one. We're expecting a 4-4-2, it would appear. And this is, you can tell, am I underestimating them? Yes, probably I am. So it's going to be Mr. Gary Turpie in goal. It's Callum Jones, Murillo, Basila and Rooks as the back four. McQuaid, Augusto and Clarkson in midfield. Edwards and Diangana with Petkovic up top. Let's go top of group, boys. Alright, so we can see the team sheets there. Ratkovic, we've had him in goal before previously, haven't we? He's not a bad goalkeeper. Busquets, of course, from the beta series with Barcelona. So there's some decent enough players in their team. This is more the sort of team I expected to face in the Europa League, I think. Just go out there, play your natural game, boys. Now, one other thing that did happen, actually, that I probably should update you on, is signing a new contract is Captain Ross McCrory. Now, his contract was up at the end of this season, and I'm not really ready to get rid of him just yet. He's still useful to us off the pitch and a good player to have on the bench, and that's a good save from the goalkeeper. Maybe we should have scored that, not giving him a chance to save it, but anyway, it's happened now. I'm not really quite ready to get rid of him, so we've offered him a new deal. I think it ended up being 5 years, a bit of a long one. Here we go with Diangana, tries to slip a pass in, not quite there. Callum Jones will pick it up. And we go again. It's a decent flick on. It's there for Clayton Clarkson. He's hit the crossbar and it's cleared away. And it's still there for us. But that will end the highlight. Ross McCrory, yeah. So he's here for 2030. Yes, it must have been a 5-year deal. That's how much he wanted. We'll sell him on before that. But that's the other little bit of news is that he has signed an extension at the club. let me know what you think of that. He's not going to be first choice anymore. I think that much is clear. And we will probably move past him maybe even this coming summer. So you could argue that I should have just let him go, but I wasn't. We'll be able to sell him. We'll be able to sell him, so I'm not that concerned. And he's only on, I think it was 38 grand a week, so it's not huge money. Another chance for Dean Garner to get a Europa League goal, and he's taken it as well. 7 goals this season, all of them in the Europa League. And, well, he might get the Golden Boot if we keep playing him in this competition. 1-0 up. That means, of course, they need 2 goals now to take top of the league away from us, or top of the table away from us, or the group even. That's probably the word I was trying to say. Nice little round-the-corner ball there from Petkovic, wasn't it? And, well, we're just too good for this group, aren't we? We're just a little bit too good. I don't really know what to do with the Europa League after Christmas, because if we win it, obviously it's a European trophy. That would be a first for Sheffield Wednesday. But also it will get us into the Champions League, and it will get us into the Champions League as a top seed, which would be huge in terms of the group that we would draw. So, yeah, I'm unsure exactly how serious in terms of team selection we should take this after Christmas. If you have any thoughts on that, I mean, a lot of it will probably depend on who we draw, but it looks, probably Bayern Munich aside, it looks a very winnable competition for us right now. And yeah, we're playing well with the team in the league, so it's a bit of a tough one. We'll sort of cross that bridge when we come to it. Here's we got a nice little passing move going here again. Augusto gets it wide out there for Jones. Can he get a cross in? Petkovic isn't bad in the air. It's towards Dean Garner, I think it was. Or was it a defensive header back to the goalkeeper? It would be a very ballsy defensive header in that position. But there's another great ball through. Dean Garner's in again. And Dean Garner, he just cannot stop scoring in Europe. Grady Dean Garner with his 8th. It's 2-0. That should be that. Surely they're not going to score 3 against us. It's not the best goal kick. Looking for Hazard. Finding Jones. Nice ball through from Augusto. And Dean Garner makes no mistake with the finish. He is a really, really good player, Dean Garner. He's one of those guys that just fits the role perfectly. He's got a little bit of everything. He can cross, he can finish, he can dribble. He can not quite finish on that occasion, going for the hat-trick. Yeah, I think he's at Crystal Palace, and if you're looking for that sort of a player in your series or your own saves, I would recommend having a look at him. Grady Dean Garner. Edwards on the ball. Basila. And I think the good thing about him too, just in terms of our Sheffield Wednesday team, is that he's happy just playing how he's playing. He's never kicked up a stink once, and he last season barely played at all. And he was, just got his job done. And it's a good ball in. And Marcus Edwards has a second goal of the season. It's 3-0 up now, early in this second half. And, well, somebody stop the fight. We might look to make some stubs. We do have a few youngsters on the bench. We have Keach. Who else do I have on the bench? I think McLaughlin might be there again. Now, given that Clarkson's on a booking, that might be one that's worth doing. And alright, so we'll take Murillo off. He's playing the lesser of the two. Clarkson on a booking, so we'll bring young McLaughlin on for him, and then we'll keep one up our sleeve. The fact that McQuaid is on a booking makes me think maybe we protect our defensive midfielder, who is probably the most likely. Here it is, here, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's a good tackle. He's probably the most likely player to get a booking or a second booking, just the position that he plays. Oh, that's wonderful. Dean Garner for the hat-trick. I tell you what, as far as the team goal goes, that's up there for goal of the season. Dean Garner gets his hat-trick. 9 goals now, all of them in Europe. And we are just looking a really, really good team right now. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at that little flick from McLaughlin. A 17-year-old he is. And he's played a massive part in a beautiful goal. 4-0. Dean Garner has 3 of them. And this was the second best team in the group. Yeah, so let's actually do that. Let's bring McCrory on for McQuaid. No comment on McQuaid's performance at all, but just the position he plays, already on a booking. We'll just protect him there a little bit. Looks like the second... Oh, no, it's not. We still have another chance. Augusto, out there for Callum Jones, for Petkovic, for Dean Garner. Can he get a fourth? He's got players in the middle. He goes himself, as he tends to do. If there's one downside to him, he is a little selfish, perhaps. But that's the striking instinct, isn't it? Here we go, the corner for Marcus Edwards. Ball in. Decent. Punched away, I think, was it? Or was it headed away? McCrory picks it up. Gets the ball forward. Looking for Dean Garner. Goalkeeper off his line. And is the highlight going to continue here? It is not. Is it? No, it's not. When you saw Rooks do a little hack like that, it was... Oh, whoa, clean sheet. Turpey still has his clean sheet. Basila with a block. I can see my coffee here and it's taunting me. It's going cold, so sorry about that. I usually try and drink off camera. Here we go with Dean Garner. He's looking for a fourth, of course. Look at youngster McLaughlin tearing through the middle. Oh, Dean Garner just can't quite get there. How dominant is this performance from us? Another header, this time over the bar from... I missed who it was. We'll give them some more praise. And I really am starting to fall in love with this Sheffield Wednesday team. This is our second string. A lot of youngsters, a lot of academy players on the field. And they just playing seamlessly now. We're changing formation. It looks good. Petkovic with a flick on from Dean Garner. He can't find a finish against his countrymen there either. And still in stoppage time, we're streaming forward looking for goals. McLaughlin to Augusto, over the top for Petkovic. Oh, he's a little slow to that. Has he got an injury? No, he's just lazy. And with 30 seconds to play, this should be this. Rooks, he's looked the part, hasn't he? I did make fun of him in the summer transfer special. McLaughlin, oh, it's our second chance. No. He's not a star player. He never will be a star player for this team. But he's playing well and he's training on well. And, I didn't want to sell him because I thought he might be useful for us. But he's certainly excelling even my expectations of him this season. But that is absolutely wonderful. Look at the wide players having an absolute field day out there. Rooks has played himself an 8 as well. We'll have to say don't get complacent, but I'm very, very happy with that performance. So there we go, 6 from 6. We topped the group, a goal difference of plus 24. You could probably make an argument we were a little bit too strong for this competition in the group stage, but we've qualified for the second knockout round. We get a bye through the first one, so that's good. We've got a little bit of money in the bank there as well. Dean Garner continues to be the king of Europe, doesn't he? What a season he's having. And some more money there as well. If we go and have a quick look, what is the record for Europa League goals in a season? Goals in a season is 17 by Falcao. I tell you what, if we play Dean Garner the whole thing, so if we go to this season, I'm sure he's leading it. He's got 9. So he needs 8 goals more. We're going to have to keep playing him, aren't we? He's absolutely killing it, and Espanyol want him. How much did we sign him for? 2.8. I tell you what, we'd be tempted, wouldn't you, selling for a profit. But anyway, he's staying. He's a good player for us. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back to take on Chelsea in the Premier League. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to face Chelsea. We're hosting them. It would be a very, very nice game to win. If we can win it, we will have a nice little gap between ourselves and the rest of the European places. That will go up to 6 points, of course, with Liverpool having already played and won this weekend. But let's have a look at what we're doing here. We're expecting a 4-3-3 from them, and we're matching them up. We're effectively going, this is more or less the same team that we went with in the Liverpool game, with the option to go more attacking if we need to. Now, you'll notice here there's a lot of players that have played a lot of football. We just need them to try and get through this game. They're looking at Samari. I'm wondering if Augusto could come in. All right, let's do it. So it's going to be Bev Quar in goal, and B, Rivas and Basila as the back 3. Martinez and Belyasov go down the wings. A reminder that Taimon is injured, so we have to go with the more attacking wing back in this one, though he's not the worst defensively, he's just a little young perhaps. Cook in behind, Augusto and Eduardo in midfield. It's Brummer and Razzini going up top. They've looked really good. Brummer's been firing, Eduardo's been firing some nice bullets for them as well. So, let's hope we can get a good result here. Alright, and here we go with the lineups. Look at the fans, absolutely loving on me. Love to see that. And let's see what we say to this. I think we just got to keep taking the pressure off them. It's a young team. That's, I think, what we need to do. Just take pressure off them, especially in games like this where they're probably second favourites. But we are top of the form table right now, which, looking at the recent form of us, is not too much of a surprise, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, this is another really, really big test for us. We did okay in the end against Liverpool. I thought we deserved to win the game. Well, certainly we didn't deserve to lose it anyway. We got a point. But these sorts of games at home are the ones that, if we are to challenge for the league, we do kind of need to be winning them. I don't think the league's possible this year. The two Manchester clubs have kind of got a bit of a head start on everybody. But third, I think, is very much up for grabs. And if we can get a result here, then that will give us a very good chance of getting back into the Champions League. And I think we have a little bit of unfinished business there, don't we? We were terrible last season in the Champions League. Cook, we just can't quite beat the first man with that cross. We go back and try again. Eduardo has it to Cook. Augusto, Brummer, it's a run from RAZZINI. RAZZINI's in. Can he find a finish? No, it's a good last-ditch tackle from Reece James. And that ends the highlight. We'll just keep encouraging them. It's been we've cancelled each other out, and against what is a very good Chelsea side, I think that's quite the compliment for us. Now, we at some point need to ask ourselves, do we need to do what we did against Liverpool and stick a number 10 in? Now, of course, we only did that when we fell behind. What do we say to this? Put on a worthy display. Are we happy with that? The individual match performances, I don't think we are we? We'll pump our fists, say that we have faith in them to do better. And, we seem to have got a decent reaction from them. Let's see if that can transfer itself onto the field. Rivas stands over a free kick. There for Brummer. Good ball for Martinez. RAZZINI's getting forward, as is Brummer. Augusto's got a nice spot on the edge of the area, but Martinez loses out. Can Eduardo win it back without getting himself a second booking? Oh, a little bit of a risky pass there, but here come Chelsea forward now. And will you start to worry that this is going to not end well for us? Should I not have told them we expect more? We were disappointed in them. Belyasov's got a long way and won it back. Now can he pick a pass? Brummer. Eduardo picks up a bit of a loose ball. RAZZINI's in a good spot. RAZZINI gets past one. RAZZINI, can he find a finish? Not quite. Oh, that last-ditch tackle is killing us right now. We'll keep encouraging them. They're still looking motivated. We haven't really seen anything from Chelsea. I don't think Bevquar's made a save as of yet. Let's hope that stays the case. Belyasov. Again, we can't beat the first man with the cross. Belyasov back to Cook. Cook gets the ball in. It's not quite sure what that was. It wasn't a good pass either way. And here come Chelsea now. Eduardo. Cook wins it back. Augusto gets it forward for RAZZINI. Where's Brummer? Belyasov is with him. RAZZINI goes past one again. RAZZINI pulls it back. It's Eduardo. Oh, and again. Who is that in their defence that just keeps blocking everything? Oh, look at that. We've made them change the way they're playing. They're sitting back. We're too good for them. Do we go and have a go at this? 20 minutes to go. If it's still like this with 10 to play, I think we've got to go for them, don't we? So let's go and do this. Let's not die wondering. Is it this one? Yes. We'll take Basila off because he's on a booking. We'll bring Jabing on to play up there. Everything else there looks fine. And hopefully our bravery will be rewarded here and not punished. Come on, boys. Let's go get this goal. You deserve to win this. It's a little bit like the Liverpool game, isn't it? We've been the better team. And it's going to finish scoreless, is it? Ah. Well, look at that XG. I mean, there's promising signs there. We were the better team. We deserve to win that. But they're stupid defenders blocking our shots. So there we go. We are still in the top four. I mean, there's a lot of positives to take from that. Another clean sheet. The unbeaten run continues. Youthful Sheffield Wednesday draw with Chelsea. We outplayed Chelsea there. We really did. And that is a promising sign. Who's this guy? How old are you? 17? I don't think there's enough there, to be honest with you, mate. But guys, that will do it for today. This is how things stand. We're into the second knockout round of the Europa League, which is exactly what the board wanted us to do. We've actually exceeded it. They only wanted us to get into the first knockout round. And yeah, we're looking good for a return to the Champions League on current form. But that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I think what we'll do, we've got two big games coming up here. We're just about to enter the festive fixtures. we won't come back for West Ham at home, but Manchester United away, that's another huge test for us. And then we go to Spurs. Now, we played Spurs first or second game of the year, didn't we? Tottenham, and we only drew 1-1 with them at home, so it's a good opportunity to try and set that right on the road, and that'll of course be the opening of the January window, and I'm sure an absolute flood of bids for RAZZINI. So yeah, say your prayers. Let's hope RAZZINI stays. We're not going to be selling him out. Well, he will be staying. Let's just hope he's not upset at that, and I'll see you next time for some festive football. Take care.